What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's a very chill day here at MTech. I'm in my slides and my sweatpants. So today we're gonna take care of some rust spots on the old girl. So last week we detailed her and I mentioned some rust spots. We didn't get time to do them. So today we are going to take care of those. Wouldn't really know that there's any by looking at her, but trust me when I tell you guys, it's just an illusion. She has many, many deep, dark secrets to hide, as many old car does. So let's go ahead and get started. I have all of the panels open that we're going to be working with today. So first off is the Decklid. So I've mentioned in previous videos, this Decklid just sucks, and it does, as shown here and there and whatever, but it also partly sucks because of what I did. When I drilled the split layer into this thing, I kind of did a, well, for lack of better words, real bang up job here. And these are kind of rusting and it's all cracked. That was like that as soon as I drilled it in, so that didn't happen over time. This is rusting. I mean, they're all rusting. So while there isn't really much we can do about this, I do kind of want to throw some cavity wax on it, maybe some grease, just to kind of help it prolong the life of this Decklid, because I would like to wait a few years before I have to really worry about it. And if rust starts poking through, that's going to bother me a lot. Same thing with here. We'll just kind of sand it off again, see what we can do for it. And overall, just try to make some sort of improvement here, but this is kind of like a lost cause. And then moving over to the door, this one came up semi-recently. Right here, it's kind of starting to rust at the seam. And this one, I think we're gonna sand it down as best as we can, throw some POR 15 on it, and then definitely some cavity wax over it, because you can't see it on the other side yet. So it is just isolated to the seam, and none of the other doors have it. So what I'm actually going to do too is I'm going to go around on all four doors, and I'm kind of just going to spray off that little area there with some 3M cavity wax, which is this stuff right here. If you guys have never heard of this stuff, this is the #1 stop place for rust on any car, but I've actually found it to work really well on these cars. I sprayed it in the battery tray, the spare tire well, basically everywhere. What we did last year with the rust on the underside with the Decklid 502C is basically just a aircraft grade version of this. This is for more general use, and it comes in an aerosol can. Link down in the description with everything else we're going to use in this video. There'll be Amazon affiliates link, so I'll get a small kickback. We know a lot of you order it from there, but yeah, this stuff's great. We're gonna be using this today. And then if we come over here, it's another really tough spot. Right here on the sunroof or moonroof, whatever you call it, it's bubbling there, and you can actually see there where it's starting to kind of corrode away. Fortunately, well, right there, it's kind of starting to poke through to this black part. I don't think you guys are really going to be able to see it that well when I do it. I'll throw some lights on and hopefully the camera picks it up, but I really don't want that to get worse, and that's something that I see every time I open the moonroof, and it bothers me. Definitely want to take care of that, and these pieces are kind of expensive, and you can't really find them that well, and they're pain to try and replace. So honestly, just taking care of that is the best solution here. And then one last spot, which you can't see right now, but under the, ignore this for a sneak peek for another video. Under the rear seat, where the fuel pump kind of is, I noticed there was a little bit of rust starting. I'm guessing where the paint chipped off from somebody doing a previous fuel pump job, just like a flathead, and try to pry the cover off. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that too, because I don't want that to become a big issue later. And I said we're gonna spray some cavity wax in there, but I don't want to spray anything flammable near the fuel pump. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is just spray it in a rag and then kind of wipe it around. But overall, nothing too crazy today, just a couple of things I really want to take care of. There is some rust in the engine bay too, but I think I'm gonna save that for its own video, because the engine bay really just needs to be cleaned up, and I need to pull the headlights out to align them, but I'm not gonna belabor that point today. I think we'll go ahead and start with the driver's door up there, because that one I think is the most pressing one here, and then we'll just kind of work our way around. I think our initial plan of attack here is we'll throw some tape up on the surrounding area. Make sure we don't accidentally sand anything that doesn't need to be sanded. All right, moment of truth, here we go.
So what Sunny Man is doing is he is sanding down the rust.
Sanding. Like the stuff you find on the beach.
Yep.
Yeah. Sand.
Oh, bro, it's working.
I know.
Do you see that? Let me focus it. He has a Samsung phone, so this is gonna take a second. So what he's doing is he's scraping off the rust. And it's working. I would like some camera creds, BT dubs. At me down below.
Sure.
Tag my Instagram because I'm just awesome.
You got it. Oh no, I started sanding that by accident.
You have progress though. There's progress.
So we're day 2 into this. So yesterday we touched up those few spots. I just put a third layer on some of them, like this guy here. That actually looks really good. Almost invisible. I'm very happy about that. One by the door here, kind of same deal. It is almost entirely gone. Very happy about that. The sunroof ones don't look as good. They do look a lot better. Coming over to the fuel pump area, I actually, in retrospect, oh, I don't really have a light. There's kind of a lot of surface rust kind of around like the ram. I don't know. Someone just went hog wild in there with a screwdriver. And I promise it was not me. I was very careful about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some Decklid on there. This stuff. This is a silicone-based grease. Don't you dare go in there, cat. So it's not flammable. No risk catching on fire. That would be my only concern about putting cavity wax in that area, is because the fuel pump is there. And while it is extremely unlikely that there would be any sort of fire, I don't really feel like messing around with it, so we're just going to use this stuff, and it should never wear away. But after that, we're going to throw some cavity wax up here. When those are done curing, I think 3 layers should be enough. We'll throw some cavity wax on those, top it off with some of this stuff, and we should be good to go. I also did notice a tiny little spot over here, so I might just spray some cavity wax in there. I don't know. I'm kind of just going to start playing with this stuff, and we'll see where we end up. We are back. Day 3 into this. This video kind of got pushed off. We got really busy, and then the state of Michigan was like uninhabitable to go outside for like a week. So that's wonderful. Come over to the door rest here. This turned out really good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's basically invisible because I put grease on it and cavity wax, whatever, but it looks a lot better. And honestly, I probably could clean this off. It'd get rid of like the yellow haziness. And the POR 15, the silver, like almost perfectly matches the Arctic Silver, which is a big thumbs up. Come to the Decklid. So this one I kind of just like gave up on, mainly out of laziness. I honestly didn't really feel like sanding all this down, but the cavity wax should kind of help keep the corrosion off of here, although it is really dirty. And that is the one problem with this stuff, because it's like a wax and it's sticky, it will collect dust and dirt. So like all in here, I mean, I'm gonna have to clean these out way more often than I otherwise would have. But honestly, small price to pay for having the car stay clean. But that looks good. This is, I mean, you can't even see it now. It had its desired purpose. We also did do the jack points. See them right there. So I did those off camera. I was gonna record it, but honestly, in light of everything else going on, I kind of just did them. If you're gonna use POR 15 on the underside, minimum of 2 coats, like the directions say, but honestly 3 or 4. I wanna say the fronts have 4 because of the initial first coat, and then the backs, or one back, has 3. And those things are like rock hard. I would actually go as far as to say that's probably the most stout part of the underside now in this car, because it is like super, I mean, you knock on it and it's just rock solid. So I'm extremely happy about that. I didn't do one of them because it looked fine, but now that it's off the lift, because the lift's like kind of covering it, it's on the ground, looks kind of meh. Maybe it'll be YouTube short, I don't know, but I'll probably go back at some point and do it. But for now, this cures my OCD. Honestly, I was just really trying to get this thing taken care of because I drive it a lot, and honestly, it's just like, it's always gonna be something that was in the back of my head, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, it's getting worse, like every time it rains, and I don't really like that. I don't want to be sensitive to driving this car in daily use conditions, so it makes you feel a lot better. It is a lot better. But that is going to end the video for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and feel free to comment if you learned something and if you found this entertaining. But I'll see you in the next one.